dot in keys.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, and today we are going to discuss budget and economic survey, and we are going to revise it, and we are going to attempt questions. Hello Sagar, Hari. Good evening and hello everyone. Yes, Harshita, Debiranjan. We'll start in a while. We'll discuss budget and economic survey in today's class. I hope admit cards are out, so आपने अपना cards check कर लिए होंगे, and I hope कि you have checked where venue and where your center has been allocated. Hello everyone. So actually there is only one shift this time. So I hope everyone got only one shift का reporting time. अभी तक तो only 8 AM is the reporting time. So let us start with today's class, and today we are going to discuss budget and economic survey. So please answer the questions. It's going to be a very good class. आपका सारा revision हो जाएगा इस class में. So let us start with first question that says that the union budget is referred to as annual financial statement under which article of the Constitution? Article 110, 112, 265 or 280? Very good everyone. Yes, 112 is the correct answer. Now what does article 280 refers to? Article 280 में क्या है? Because it's related to polity only. तो article 280 में क्या दिया गया है? Yes, the correct answer is 112. Budget is referred to as annual financial statement in article 112. Now what is article 280 of the Constitution? Yes, very good Pranay Sagar. Article 280 of the Constitution says about establishment of finance commission, which is responsible for recommending distribution of tax revenues, right, between union and states. So that is related to establishment of finance commission. So please remember that also. Now, please read these four statements that says, as per Union Budget 2025-26, the Finance Minister articulated the guiding principles of Viksit Bharat aligned with the theme of Sabka Vikas. Which of the following statements correctly reflect these principles? First statement says that the vision includes eliminating poverty and ensuring universal access to quality school education. Second says that the target has been set up to ensure that 70% of workforce is skilled and gainfully employed. Third says that enhancing women's participation in economic activities to about 80% forms part of long-term development goals. And fourth says that transforming India into food basket of the world through sustained agriculture advancement is a stated focus. Yes, everyone. No, Namrita, B is not correct. Yes, Sagar, very good. So C is the correct answer. That is 1 and 4. Why is statement 2 and 3 incorrect? Yes. Why second statement wrong? क्योंकि budget कितना बात करता है? How much percentage of workforce should be skilled workforce? Please answer. How much percentage of workforce should be a skilled workforce? What does budget says about this? Yes, Namrita, very good. So 100% skilled labor should be there with meaningful employment. Very good, Saga. 100% skilled labor should be there. And third statement is wrong because it says that at least 70% of women should be there in economic activities, or women participation should be at least 70%. Right? So here 70% will come and here 100% will come. So answer would be C, 1 and 4. Now you can see this table, this chart that says principles of Viksit Bharat. So it says that there should be zero poverty, ensuring no lives below the poverty line, right? So there should be zero poverty. Please remember these facts. Zero poverty, quality education, healthcare access होना चाहिए, 100% skilled labor, 70% women in economic activities, and agriculture excellence, that is farmers making our country the food basket of the world. So please remember these principles of Viksit Bharat. Now, according to recent official estimates, the poverty ratio in India declined from about 29.17% in 2013-14 to nearly what level in 2022-23? Now this is the data that we have. कि 2022-23 में what is the poverty that has declined to 15%, 13.5%, 11.28% or 9.5%. Everyone is giving me the B, the correct answer, but B is not correct. B is not correct, Sagar, Namrata, Dibyaranjan, Ajay. The correct answer is C, that is 11.28%. So poverty ratio has declined from 29.17% to 11.28%. So keep this in mind that poverty ratio has declined to 11.2%. Now the decline in poverty ratio implies that approximately how many people moved out of multidimensional poverty in India? How many people moved out of multidimensional poverty in India? 15 crore, 20 crore, 25 crore or 30 crore? How many people moved out of multidimensional poverty? Yes, Namrita, Sagar, very good. Yes, everyone. Yes, C is the correct answer, that is 25 crore. So approximately 25 crore people moved out of multidimensional poverty in India. So you will remember this fact. Now, what is the theme of union budget? So this is the most common question जो आ सकता है, so we should not miss this question also. That what is the theme of union budget 2025-26? अमृत काल, विकसित भारत, सबका विकास और inclusive India. Yes, Sagar. Yes, Brijesh, very good. So answer is C, that is Sabka Vikas, balanced growth is the theme of union budget of 2025-26. So please keep this in mind. Now, the development measures highlighted in the union budget 2025-26 are primarily focused on which of the following groups? Now it focuses on which of the following groups? MSMEs, exporters, startups and urban poor, Garib, youth, Annadata and Nari, farmers, traders, industrial workers and professionals, rural artisans and self-help groups only. Yes, very good everyone. So the correct answer is B, that is Garib, youth, Annadata and Nari. So please remember that union budget is focusing on Garib, youth, Annadata and Nari. Now, the Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana is expected to benefit how many farmers? 75 lakh farmers, 1 crore farmers, 1.7 crore farmers or 3 crore farmers. We know this, that it is based on 100 districts, right? 100 districts would be improved. Now it will benefit how many farmers? Very good everyone. So it will benefit 1.7 crore farmers. The enhanced loan limit under Kisan Credit Card is what? So this also we have studied, that the enhanced loan limit under Kisan Credit Card is what? And it is increased from what to what? Please tell me that also. In the comment section, write it that it increased from dash lakh to dash lakhs. Yes everyone, 5 lakh rupees is the correct answer, but it increased from how much to how much? Yes, very good. So it increased from 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs would be the correct answer. Now, in Union Budget 2025-26, the investment limit for classification of MSMEs has been revised by how many times, and the turnover limit has been revised by how many times? So we have learned and discussed previously in our classes the investment limit and the turnover limit, right? We know that the investment limit and turnover limit has been increased, and we have seen this and revised this multiple times, that investment and turnover limit has been increased, but it's increased from to how much times? Yes, very good. Investment limit increased by 2.5 times and turnover limit increased by 2 times. Also, please tell me now what are the new investment and turnover limit for MSME industries? What are the new investment and turnover limits? Please let me know what are the new investment and turnover limits in the MSME classification. Very good, Sagar. I have an answer with me. So it is 2.5, 25, 125 and here it is 10, 100 and 500. Right? So please remember these are the new investment and turnover limits. Yes, everyone. Now, How many customized credit cards will be issued for micro enterprises registered on Udyam portal in the first year? कितने customized credit cards will be issued for micro enterprises? 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh or 20 lakhs? No, Namrita Sagar, it is not 5 lakhs. Very good, Brijesh. Yes, Akash. So 10 lakhs credit card would be issued, right? So don't get confused in this part. 10 lakhs credit card would be issued, but the limit will be 5 lakh rupees, right? So limit will be 5 lakh rupees, but कितने cards issue होंगे? So 10 lakh credit cards would be issued with credit limit of 5 lakh rupees. So here C is the correct answer and here B is the correct answer. The credit card limit would be 5 lakh rupees. Yes. Now, how many national centers of excellence for skilling are proposed to be set up? How many national centers of excellence of skilling are proposed to be set up? 2, 3, 5 or 10? Very good everyone. So don't get confused कि कितने national centers of excellence establish होने वाले हैं. There are going to be 5 national centers of excellence for skilling that are proposed to be set up. There are not 10. Pranay, there are not 10. There are 5 national centers of excellence. Now, under Atal Tinkering Labs initiative, how many labs are proposed to be set up in government schools over the next 5 years? How many Atal Tinkering Labs would be there? And also remember that they are going to be set up over the next 5 years, right? Over the next 5 years, how many Atal Tinkering Labs are proposed to be set up? Very good everyone. So it is 50,000. So 50,000 Atal Tinkering Labs would be set up. Now the Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence for Education has been proposed with an outlay of what? That is Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence for Education. What is the outlay of Center of Education in AI? Yes, very good everyone. It is 500 crores. So see, 500 crore would be the correct answer. Now, the expansion of medical education under the budget includes adding how many new seats? Expansion of medical education under the budget includes adding how many new seats? 5,000 seats, 7,500, 10,000 or 15,000 seats? No, Namrita, it is not 7,500. Very good, Dibyaranjan Sagar. Yes. So please remember that expansion of medical seats would be how much? It would be 10,000 seats. And the long-term goal kya hai? Long-term goal related to medical education is to add how many seats? It is to add 75,000 seats in 5 years. So please remember both of these facts, that 10,000 seats and long-term is 75,000 seats in 5 years. Yes. Now, which of the following correctly describes the support to states for infrastructure that was announced in budget 2025-26? 1 lakh crore grants for revenue expenditure, 1.5 lakh crore 50-year interest-free loans for capital expenditure, 2 lakh crore market borrowings or 1.5 lakh crore short-term loans for welfare schemes. Very good everyone. Yes, it is 1.5 lakh crore का support दिया जाएगा to state and that would be 50-year interest-free loan, right? 50-year interest-free loan. It is 1.5 lakh crore. It is not 1 lakh crore, Brijesh. Now, as per budget 2025-26, Jal Jeevan Mission has been extended, has been terminated, extended, merged or converted into a state-funded scheme. क्योंकि हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हैं वो बजट के बाद पढ़ चुके हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल जल जीवन मिशन एक्सेट्रा. सो नाउ दीज यू विल फाइंड वेरी इजी टू अटेम्प्ट, क्योंकि जब बजट में आया था इट वाज न्यू, बट नाउ नया बजट आने वाला है. सो दीज थिंग्स हैव बीन थोड़ा ओल्ड, राइट? सो इट्स एक्सटेंडेड टिल 2028 टू अचीव 100% कवरेज. Now, next question is that the asset monetization plan of 2025-2030 aims to do what? Reduce fiscal deficit directly, monetize PSU asset for disinvestment, plow back 10 lakh crore into new projects or finance subsidies. The asset monetization plan of 2025 to 2030. I'm getting two answers, B and C. Actually both are correct. Right. Actually इसका एक एम ये भी होगा to monetize PSU assets for disinvestment and also to plow back 10 lakh crore into new projects. So both B and C would be correct. Yes, it's a mistake. So both B and C would be correct. I'll correct and send this PDF. Both B and C are correct. The Urban Challenge Fund announced in Budget 2025-26 has an allocation of what? 50,000 crore, 75,000 crore, 1 lakh crore or 1.5 lakh crore. The Urban Challenge Fund. Yes, it is 1 lakh crore. So C would be the correct answer for Urban Challenge Fund. Now, there is also Maritime Development Fund. So Maritime Development Fund was announced with corpus of how much? Maritime Development Fund has been announced with corpus of what? Now this also we have seen multiple times in scheme section और हमने current affairs में भी cover किया था. Yes, it is 25,000 crore. Now government contribution to Maritime Development Fund can go up to what percentage? Yes, very good Brijesh. It's divided into 20,000 and 5,000 का subsidy. Very good everyone. So government का contribution to Maritime Development Fund can go up to 49%. So B would be the correct answer. Now under Udan, regional connectivity will be expanded to how many new destinations? 50 new destinations, 80, 100 or 120 new destinations? What would regional connectivity be expanded to? Very good everyone. It would be 120 new destinations and it aims to carry it aims to carry how many passengers? Yes, it aims to carry 4 crore passengers in next 10 years, right? So C would be the correct answer. Now there is also something called as Swami Fund 2. So that has been announced, that was announced actually in budget with allocation of how much crores? So Swami Fund was announced. Yes, Ode Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Very good. So it was announced with outlay or with allocation of what? Very good everyone. So it was announced with allocation of 15,000 crores and it aims to complete 1 lakh dwelling units. So C would be correct. Now, how many top tourist destinations will be developed in partnership with states? कितने top tourist destination sites will be developed in partnership with states? 25, 40, 50 or 75? Yes, Vedant, Namrita, Sagar. No, Aditya, it is not B. Yes, very good. It is 50. So 50 tourist destinations will be developed in partnership with states. Now, which of the following measures are part of tourism employment-led growth? First, streamlined e-visa facilities. Second, Mudra loans for homestays. Third, performance-linked incentive to states. And fourth, defense tourism corridors. Which of the following are part of tourism employment-led growth? Very good, Sagar. Yes, Zibiranjan, very good. So answer is B, 1, 2 and 3. Defense tourism corridor will not be a part of tourism employment led growth. बाकी की जो तीनों है, they are part of tourism employment led growth. Now, what is a proposed outlay for research and development of small and modular reactors? Small and modular reactors के research and development के लिए what is the outlay? Also tell me that हमें small modular reactors बनाने हैं. How many small modular reactors are to be made by 2033? Yes, very good everyone. So proposed outlay is 20,000 crore and 5 small modular reactors are to be made by 2033. Also tell me that how much energy we want to develop by help of nuclear energy by the year 2047. How much energy that we want to develop? Very good, Sagar. Yes, Brijesh, it is 100 gigawatt. So please remember 100 gigawatt की energy हमें develop करनी है by the year 2047. Now, PM Research Fellowship announced in Budget 2025-26 aims to provide what? 5,000 fellowship, 10,000 fellowship for technological research, 15,000 fellowship for social science research, 20,000 fellowships in private institutions. Yes, very good everyone. It is 10,000 fellowships for technological research, and these research will be primarily offered in which type of institutions? Central universities, agriculture universities, IIT, ISCs or state technical institutions. Yes, very good everyone. So it is IIT and ISC जहाँ पर fellowship will be provided and 10,000 fellowship will be provided for technological research. Next question is the Grameen Credit Score Framework announced in Budget 2025-26 primarily aims to serve credit needs of which of the following? MSMEs in urban clusters, startups registered with DPIIT, self-help group members and people in rural areas, or export-oriented units. The Grameen Credit Score. Yes, everyone. Yes, the correct answer is C, that is self-help group members and people in rural areas. Very good. Now, which institution has been assigned the responsibility to set up a partial credit enhancement facility for infrastructure corporate bonds? RBI, SIDBI, NABARD or NABFID? Which institution has been assigned responsibility to set up a partial credit enhancement facility? Very good everyone. No, Namrita, it is not NABARD. It is not NABARD everyone. It is NABFID. So please remember that NABFID has been assigned responsibility to set up a partial credit enhancement facility. So NABFID would be the correct answer. Now, the FDI limit in insurance sector has been proposed to be increased from 74% to what? Insurance sector mein limit has been increased from 74% to how much? Yes, very good everyone. It is 100%. So FDI limit has been increased to 100%. Now, as per budget estimates, the fiscal deficit as a percentage of GDP is what? 4.9%, 4.8, 4.4 or 4.0? What is the fiscal deficit? Very good everyone. So fiscal deficit is 4.4%. And what is the revenue deficit as percentage of GDP? See, there are 4 deficits जो हमें पढ़ने हैं. Fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, effective revenue deficit and primary deficit. Now fiscal deficit is 4.4%. What is revenue deficit? Yes everyone. So 1.5% is the correct answer. Revenue deficit is 1.5%. Now what is effective revenue deficit? And what is primary deficit? Very good, Sagar. So effective revenue deficit is 0.3% and primary deficit is 0.8%. Right? So please remember these 4 numbers, that is of fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, effective revenue deficit and primary deficit. Now, also remember the formulas for effective revenue deficit and primary deficit. Effective revenue deficit is equals to revenue deficit minus grants given for asset creation, and primary deficit is fiscal deficit minus interest payments. Now, do you all know the meaning of these 4 deficit? What is fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, effective revenue deficit and primary deficit? I'll explain you in short. See, fiscal deficit is nothing but you consider जो borrowings government की हुई है, that is fiscal deficit. Whatever government borrowed is fiscal deficit. Now, if you want to calculate revenue deficit, so revenue deficit is nothing but what has been the difference or what was the deficit that government had in the revenue expenditure. So, revenue में जो कमी आई, that is revenue deficit. Effective revenue deficit when we want to calculate, so just minus from it the grant that is given for asset creation, and for primary deficit इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट जो हमने लिया है वो बोरोइंग में से माइनस करना होता है. सो बोरोइंग्स माइनस इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट विल गिव अस प्राइमरी डेफिसिट. एंड जस्ट लर्न द परसेंटेज फॉर ऑल ऑफ द फोर ऑफ द फॉलोइंग. नाउ I'm sorry. The budget has two core components, right? There is a receipt part of the component and there is expenditure part of the budget component. Now, receipt are divided into two parts, that are revenue receipt and capital receipt, and expenditures are divided into two parts, revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Now, in short, also please understand the difference or some example of each of the following. For example, if in ESI a question comes कि disinvestment will be a part of which of the following component, then you should know that disinvestment will come under capital receipt of the budget, right? So in short, we'll understand the meaning of these components. So budget is divided into receipts and expenditures. So receipt matlab revenue receipt and capital receipt, and expenditure capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Now what is revenue receipt? रेवेन्यू रिसीट मतलब जो रेवेन्यू हमें मिला है, हमें इन द सेंस गवर्नमेंट को, द रेवेन्यू दैट गवर्नमेंट इज रिसीविंग इज रेवेन्यू रिसीट. दैट कैन बी इन फॉर्म ऑफ टैक्स रेवेन्यू एंड इन फॉर्म ऑफ नॉन टैक्स रेवेन्यू. नाउ इफ वी टॉक अबाउट कैपिटल रिसीट, तो कैपिटल रिसीट एंड कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर में यू जस्ट रिमेंबर टू फॉर्मूलाज और टू पॉइंट्स दैट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर कि कैपिटल रिसीट में लाइबिलिटी कम होती है, एसेट बढ़ता है. लाइबिलिटी रिड्यूसेस एंड एसेट इंक्रीजेस. तो एनीथिंग, एनी एग्जाम्पल जिसमें आपको लग रहा है दैट लाइबिलिटी इज डिक्रीजिंग एंड एसेट इज इंक्रीजिंग विल बी अ पार्ट ऑफ कैपिटल रिसीट. एंड इन एनीथिंग दैट यू फील दैट लाइबिलिटी इज डिक्रीजिंग एंड एसेट इज इंक्रीजिंग, दैट वुड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बोरोइंग्स. नाउ बोरोइंग से क्या हो रहा है? Sorry, if government borrows, then what will happen? Government की liability will increase and asset will decrease. So that is why it is under capital receipt. Now disinvestment मतलब if government is disinvesting in any property, so asset कम हो रहा है, liability is increasing, so it is also a part of capital receipt. Then recovery of loans. Now why recovery of loans is a part of capital receipt? Because loan is an asset, right? Loan asset क्यों है? Why loan is an asset? Please also you tell me why loan is an asset. Are you understanding what I am teaching? Why is loan considered as an asset? Anyone? Yes, Brijesh? Yes, very good. क्योंकि interest comes because of loan. Yes. So because we earn interest on loan is considered as an asset. And if loan comes back or recovery of loan happens, means जो एक earning थी interest की, that is gone, and therefore इसमें भी क्या हो रहा है, liability is increasing and asset is decreasing. So that will also be a part of capital receipt. Now if we talk about revenue expenditure, so revenue expenditure, the day-to-day basis expenditure that are taking place, for example salary, subsidy, pension, so they are revenue expenditures. And capital expenditure, anything that is decreasing our liability and increasing our asset. For example, infrastructure, or we are giving loans, so that is part of capital expenditure. Yes, so please keep in mind, I've just written also here, just keep in mind some of the components of these core components, because ESI mein questions can be asked. Now also just remember that revenue receipt कितने रहे हैं बजट में? It was 34.2 lakh crore. Capital receipt that was there is 16.4 lakh crore. Revenue expenditure is 39.4 lakh crore and capital expenditure is around 11.2 lakh crores. Right. Now the total budget expenditure कितना हुआ? It is 50.6 lakh crore. If we add these two and if we'll add these two, it will come to 50.6 lakh crore, right? So the total expenditure would be 50.6 lakh crore. Right now, the capital expenditure is around 11.2 lakh crore and total we have discussed. Now, if we talk about in percentage form, Now if we talk about in percentage form, now if we say that what is a percentage of total expenditure, so total expenditure as percentage of GDP is 14.2 percentage. The effective capital expenditure would be 4.3 percentage. The revenue expenditure would be 9.8 percentage. So just keep in mind these percentage. For example, just keep in mind that this capital expenditure is around 3.1 percentage. Effective capital expenditure is around 4.3 percentage. जो हमने ऊपर करा था 4.3. This is effective capital expenditure. The capital expenditure is around 3.1 percentage, and the total expenditure that is 14.2 percentage. I hope आपको समझ में आ गया हो ये जो भी whatever I taught you. Now, also total transfers to states and UTs have been 25.6 lakh crore. So please understand that also, that the total transfers to states and UTs have been 25.6 lakh crores. Now please answer the next question that says, which of the following best describes the expected real GDP growth for India in financial year 2026 as per Economic Survey 2024-2025? What has been the expected real GDP growth in India? Yes, everyone. Very good, Brijesh. Yes, Vishal, Sagar. B is not correct, Namrata. Yes, the correct answer is C, that is between 6.3 to 6.8 percentage. So that is expected real GDP growth as per Economic Survey. Now, next is that according to Economic Survey, India's real GDP growth in fiscal year 2025 is estimated at what? 6%, 6.2, 6.4 or 6.8 percentage? What is India's real GDP growth rate estimated at? Yes, very good, everyone. It is 6.4 percentage. So the estimated growth rate is 6.4 percentage. Now, as highlighted in Economic Survey 2024-25, there is something called as Global Uncertainty Index, right? Global Uncertainty Index, जो capture करता है policy related economic unpredictability that rose sharply due to heightened geopolitical tensions, supply chain disruptions and trade policy shifts in major economies. This index increased from 121.7 in 2023 to how much in 2024? To how much did it increased? Very good, Sagar. Yes, everyone. So 133.6 would be the correct answer, that this particular index, that is Global Uncertainty Index, increased to 133.6. Now, the capital to risk weighted asset ratio of scheduled commercial banks stood at what? 14.5 percentage, 15.8 percentage, 16.7 or 18.2 percentage. What is capital to risk weighted asset ratio of scheduled commercial banks? Also tell me what is CRAR or capital to risk weighted asset ratio for regional rural banks. This we covered in our report section. Regional rural banks का CRAR ratio क्या है and for scheduled commercial banks what it is? Very good, everyone. It is 16.7 percentage for scheduled commercial banks. Now what it is for regional rural banks? Very good, Brijesh. It is 14.4 percentage for regional rural banks, and it is 16.7 percentage for scheduled commercial banks. It is 14.4 percentage. Now, India's foreign exchange reserves were sufficient to cover approximately how many months of imports as of end of December 2024? 8.5 months, 9.6 months, 10.9 months or 12 months? This is called as import cover, right? Import cover क्या होता है? Import cover मतलब जितना हम import कर सकते हैं, how much foreign exchange reserves are sufficient to import. Yes, everyone. Yes, 10.9 months is the correct answer. So 10.9 months का import cover was reported, and this much foreign exchange reserves were there as of end of December 2024. Next is that the gross NPA of banking system declined to a 12-year low of what percentage? 3.4, 3 percentage, 2.6 or 2.2 percentage? Gross NPA. Also tell me, what is a net NPA or banking system? Yes, everyone. Very good. It is 2.6%. Gross NPA is 2.6%. That is declined to a 12-year low. And what is net NPA percentage? Yes, 12-year low. Yes, it is 0.5%. Very good. So net NPA is 0.5% and gross NPA is 2.6%. Now, the Self-Reliant India Fund launched for MSMEs has a corpus of what? 25,000 crore, 40,000 crore, 50,000 crore or 60,000 crore. The Self-Reliant India Fund that was launched for MSMEs. Yes, very good everyone. It is 50,000 crores. So please remember that the Self-Reliant India Fund is 50,000 crore. Now, according to the survey, the BSE stock market capitalization to GDP ratio stood at around what percentage? 110%, 125%, 136% or 150%. The BSE stock market cap to GDP ratio. What is BSE stock market cap to GDP ratio? Very good, Sagar, Ranjit, Brijesh. It is 136%. So please remember that the cap ratio was 136%. Now, gross FDI inflows in the first 8 months of financial year 2025 amounted to what? 47 billion, around 47 billion, 55 billion, 60 billion or 50 billion. Gross FDI inflows. Yes, very good everyone. No, Dibiranjan, it is not 60.1. Yes, so answer is 55.6 US billion dollars. So gross FDI inflows were amounted to 55.6 US billion dollars. Now, government health expenditure as a share of total health expenditure increased from financial year 2015 to financial year 2022 from what percentage to what percentage? We are talking about health expenditure. And this data is given in economic survey. So health expenditure का जो share है, it increased from what percentage to what percentage? Yes, everyone. So the correct answer is A, that is 29% to 48%. जो government का health expenditure है, it has increased. The share is increased from 29% to 48%. Now, probably it's the last question that says, according to Economic Survey 2024-25, the Gini coefficient for rural areas in 2023-24 declined to what? 0.237, 0.250, 0.266 or 0.284? The Gini coefficient for rural areas. Very good, Sagar. Yes, so it is 0.237 for rural and it is 0.284 for urban. Right? So please remember this. It is 0.237 for rural areas. Now, what do you mean by Gini coefficient? Do you know? And which curve is associated with Gini coefficient? Which curve is associated with Gini coefficient? Anyone? Yes, Kavya? Yes, it relates to income inequality. Very good, Harshal. Lorentz curve is related to Gini coefficient. It just says कि perfect equality and जो अचीव करना है कर्व के बीच में, उसके बीच में जो गैप है, how much it should be, अगर वो 0 के पास है, so it will refers to perfect equality, and अगर वो 1 है, तो that will mean perfect inequality, right? 0 will mean perfect equality, 1 will mean perfect inequality, and this ranges from 0 to 1. The number value ranges from 0 to 1. It is not Phillips curve, it is Lorentz curve. Yes. So A would be the correct answer. सो दैट्स इट फॉर द डे. आई होप कि आपको इकोनॉमिक सर्वे एंड बजट का रिविजन हो गया होगा, एंड आई होप दैट दिस क्लास वॉज यूजफुल. आई give you the PDFs, the both annotated PDFs and not annotated PDFs as well. And I hope आपकी preparation सही चल रही है. And also I wanted to ask कि decision making के I shared my notes. If you have any problem in understanding, let me know. I'll just take a session in the late in the night itself, और हम discuss कर सकते हैं. I don't want to take a session on YouTube for decision making because I just wanted to explain you the concept. So I think I can take a session on Meet or Zoom, anything, so that अगर आपको समझना है decision making के notes, I can just quickly explain you what all the terms mean. You can see test जो भी market में है. I'm not much aware of these tests. Just focus on revision and just give any test whatever you seem to be okay with. So thank you for watching. I hope you like the class, and also tell me what you want me to do for decision making, because I'm also concerned अगर आपका decision making clear cover नहीं है, because it's an easy subject and that should not stop you from clearing the exam. बाकी we'll discuss everything in Telegram channel. Also I'll think कि next कौन सी class लाई जाए. I hope you like the session, and thank you for watching and keep learning. Just don't be tensed. You revise. होता है. It's fine. End moment पे ये thoughts आते हैं, but it will work. Okay, just keep on revising whatever you have. We'll see what to do now, because okay, just let me know in the group so that I'm clear. Or do you really want a session or you don't want a session? So we'll talk about that in the group. I cannot make mock of decision making. I'm not that good at it. I'm not an expert on decision making. I can just explain you my notes so that your cutoff will be cleared, and मतलब you can get minimum marks जो आपको चाहिए. I'm not an expert in computer decision making. They are not my expert areas. I can just explain you whatever I have shared so that you can clear very easily the decision making whatever the questions are asked. Okay, so we can schedule it for tonight so that time भी waste ना हो, because exam is now very near, so I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so we'll schedule it. I think 9 or 10 PM would be fine. सब free भी रहते हैं, and I seriously don't want to waste your time थोड़ा भी, so I don't want it to be a full session. We'll just discuss whatever terms are there so that it's easy for you to understand and you can just clear the cutoff. So that's my main motive. So I'll share a link and we can discuss there. Either Zoom or Google Meet. I'll see whatever is best, or you guys tell me whatever is best. I've not used much either Zoom or Meet. Okay, we'll schedule a session for tonight, and I hope to see you there, and we'll discuss decision making के notes and all the terms in detail. Nothing is enough and everything is enough, Pranay. Just focus on revising, and okay, thank you for watching and keep learning. Have a nice day.